Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Family Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe nitajuaje hautanihat? Intrude human nature,
So buckle up because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV. And a very good afternoon to you, our dear viewer of Capuchin TV, from wherever you're tuning in from, and welcome to yet another episode of the Family Faith Show with me, your host, Susan Bulemi. So on today's episode, we will be having a discussion on a very great event that happened last week for the YSC in Kenya, whereby they had their national music and drama festivals and also their national youth mass that took place in the Archdiocese of Mombasa, specifically at Shanzu Teachers Training College. It was a great day for the youth there because it had all the youth representing all the parishes all over our country, Kenya, and it was a great moment witnessing all the talents that the young people have, all the potential that they really had to showcase over there. They had in the music and drama festivals, they had different items that they were presenting. They had their plays, oral narratives, spoken word, cultural showcase, set pieces, their own composition. They had so much to present to the adjudicators that were present there. So our dear viewer, I would like us to walk through whatever happened on that day, on that two-day event. But before that, I'd like to remind you, if you'd like to participate in today's conversation, you can always send us an SMS via our SMS number 21760, or rather leave us a comment on our social media handles and your message will be delivered. But without further ado, I'd like us to quickly move forward, and first and foremost, I'd like us to listen to the National Youth Moderator, Mr. Joseph Bill. Let us get to hear what he had to say about this event. Take a look.
So my name is Joseph Bill Oburu from the Catholic Diocese of Ngong, from St. Ignatius Olekasasi Parish. I'm currently serving as the National Youth Moderator, and I'm really excited. So it has been a really I don't know what to say, but a very, very beautiful experience meeting with people from different places, with the culture, the faith. We share the same faith, but our cultures are very, very diverse. So it has been a nice experience meeting all these people with these different views and experiences. So maybe for us, this is a very special event, and I remember myself also saying it yesterday during the National Youth Mass. This is the first kind of an event where we have had, I know we have had several National Youth Masses before, but this is the first special event we have had as a commission since we were launched. Yesterday we did an official launching, but the commission had already been opened a year back. I remember we held, last time we were at the National Youth Convention, that was in 2024, and the commission was open. The bishops announced to us that we are going to have this new commission with all this new hope we had, and then this was the first mass that we have we held under the new commission for youth apostolate. So to us it's very special. We will remember as being the leaders, the first group of the first team to plan for this under the new commission, and Really, really humbling. Plus, it also came at a very beautifully the Jubilee of Hope, so Pilgrims of Hope. So we noticed this is maybe it's God's way of saying I remember you. I remember my young people.
And our dear viewer, that was a message from the National Youth Moderator, and he just talked to us about how that event was important to the young people and how it has brought a lot of young people back to the church, and a lot of young people have gotten the opportunity to showcase their talent, and also how there was the launching of the youth in the KCCB. And apart from that, let's get to listen to what else Bill had to say.
Number one, the entire structure we have as the youth may definitely change. Will still remain. We know there are things like now we now have bishops in charge of the youth apostolate. It's a step closer, wanting to understand. We are bridging the intergenerational dialogue gap that we had, where we could not meet our seniors, and now our seniors are able to interact with them. We feel like there is that room. The church is now, at least I know they are listening, but we are feeling a little bit more listened to. Then number two is there is a lot of excitement, especially in terms of support from the church hierarchy. So, like you notice, the bishops have been with us the entire period here, from day one to today. Even they are still yet coming. In a few minutes they will be here to come and begin the awarding ceremony. That's the second part. We feel now we are now a community. We feel the participation, and then the last part is there is a lot of hope going forward for the youth programs, and the church has shown serious interest in wanting to know what can we do to develop the youth programs across the country. Is there a way, especially there are different things the youth pass through. And I remember, if you have gone through the pastoral letter that was shared yesterday, was officially shared yesterday, there are so many talking points that are trying to address serious youth issues, from economic empowerment to spiritual growth, to safeguarding policies, so many aspects that the bishops have tried to touch, and the church in general has tried to advocate, especially the issues surrounding youth apostolate. So those three areas are what maybe I'll say we have a lot to expect, and I know it's a tough task going up. It's an uphill task, but I know we'll make it.
Yes, and just like we had our dear viewer from the National Youth Moderator, we had the Youth Apostolate that was launched, and he just reminded us how that has helped the youth be able to interact with the leaders in the church, especially the priests and the bishops, and that has enabled the youth to feel like they are listened to, like they can forward their issues and they will get listened to, and their issues will be solved. And he's also talked to us about how having this apostolate will help in creating programs for the youth, such as economic empowerment, spiritual growth, and so much more. So all we can say is we wish our youth all the best, and we hope that this youth apostolate being launched will help in creating more positive impact for the youth group in our Catholic Church today. And finally, let's get to listen to what Bill had to say, his message that he had for the youth in Kenya.
Remember, you are still witnesses of Christ. Witnesses of Christ means doing, not just speaking, but also doing. So to those who have been able to make it, I really appreciate them and thank them. I know this event wouldn't be possible if it was not for the youth here. We have youths in the numbers of up to 5,000 plus roaming who have been with us here for the entire period. And I pray that going forward, we'll even make it bigger. As for those who are back at home, we still remember you in our prayers. You are here with us in spirit, and we are with you in spirit. And we pray that maybe next year we'll all be able to make it together. We are also happy. We know the next National Youth Mass now will take place in Nairobi, and the Music and Drama festivals next year. And the host diocese will be Ngong, my own diocese. So I'm really excited myself. That will probably be the first time Ngong diocese hosting an event of such an event. Yeah, so that is what I have to say to our young people here today and to the others. And lastly, God loves you.
Wow, such a great message from our moderator there. And just to echo what he has said that the youth should be witnesses of Christ, and whatever you do should speak louder than your words. Your actions should speak louder than your words. And also he has just mentioned that the next National Youth Mass will take place in Ngong. So we are expecting a huge turnout. We know in Mombasa there was a huge turnout, but we're expecting more and more, because at this point we believe that many young people have been encouraged and have been empowered to participate in these activities. So we expect to get a greater turnout come next year. And that was all from our moderator. Now moving forward, we now head the performances, and to set the pace we'll begin with one of the set pieces that was performed. Let's take a look. Such wonderful voices, and that was Saint Joseph Mlolongo. And just to commend how in sync that choir is, because you can listen to their voices and they are very much synchronized, and they were prepared, because they were also giving some sort of opera in their singing. So we really appreciate that, and that was a great performance from Saint Joseph Mlolongo. And moving forward, we also had another set piece. Let's take a look. Once again, such wonderful voices, and I also like their uniforms. They look very presentable, and a nice color choice from that choir. And once again, they sing so well, and they are also in sync, and their voices, they are very audible. You can hear them. So that was our wonderful performances. Moving forward, we also had another set piece from the youth from St. Patrick Thika. Let's listen.
Moyo wako siwe na shauku,
Like I mentioned earlier, that was a choir from St. Patrick Thika. And just to maybe talk about the message from the song, if you were listening our audio video, you could tell that the main message was about this year of Jubilee and just having hope. And they were encouraging our Christians to have hope and be hopeful in this Jubilee year. And that was a great performance from them, and congratulations to them because they performed very well in that festival. And moving forward, we also had another performance from St. Peter Clavers, who had something different, which was very interesting. Let's take a look. Wow, such a great performance from St. Peter Clavers. And first of all, let's give them a round of applause for their uniforms. They look really, really great. And also, other than the other choirs, you can tell, as for them, their performance was different. They had the instruments. As you could see, one of them was playing the nyatiti. We also had one of them playing the drums. And as you can tell, they were really happy. Their facial expressions show that they were really excited for this performance. Their voices were in order and were in sync. So that was such a great performance, and it was great entertainment. So St. Peter Clavers, that was a job well done. Now, we are done with the singing part, and moving forward, let's take a look to the next item, which was a spoken word piece. Let's take a look.
I feel so bad when I hear legends and seniors are passing away, and others getting suspension, leading to democracy in this generation. the election. So, all we need is a new election. Where will it come from? If not from more than 2 relations? For those paid by tension, they need to be selected to help us in our election. Ladies and gentlemen are committing fornication, leading to high rate of abortion. We preach peace, but plant pain. Lose the light and count the rain. Leaders benefit while we remain chained by greed in vain again. Streets cry loud, dreams decay. Truth is sold in broad days, but hope still finds a way to rise, to fight, to pray. Where we are now, we need God's intervention. And if He has heard me, instant attention. Now this is my information. Patrick Mother presents Echoes of a Broken Nation, St. Matthew Q. Thank you.
Wow. Such a great performance from him. And first of all, let's talk about his confidence, because having to perform in front of judges, and we also had other members of the youth who were watching, he was very confident and very composed, so we're going to give that to him for that. And also in his item, you could tell the message that he was trying to deliver to the audience. He was talking about the current social and political state in the country. He was talking about how he is saddened with the loss of the legends that we are losing in our country, and also he also spoke about how some of the leaders that we have are maybe not doing what they're supposed to do for their citizens in the country. And all in all, he said that people should rise, fight, and pray, because in all this that we are going through in our country, we need the intervention of God. And he also talked about how we have now the increase in the vices that are taking place in the country. So, like he said, all we need to do is pray and let God intervene so that we can have a much better country and have a much better state. Moving forward, let's take a look at the next item we had was an oral narrative. Let's take a look.
Instantly describing the lunchtime using of cuckoo fry and rice, lads and lasses of normal description. Omera, welcome to Zariego Academy, DH, where I have the pleasure, without pressure, to quench your appetite with my narrative. Hello, our grand soup, hey. Mama, I tell you, when we were admitted in this institution, things were not synonymous to what you see today. Students here were so malnourished, so thin, that when our head teacher, Mr. Drasofila, carburetor, would see a Kalausi, a cyclone coming towards the gate, he will blow a whistle, alerting us to take cover, lest the wind blow us away, just like leaves ejected from a tree. Students who got admitted in this institution, with round skin, round face, and even water, would soon turn, so dark, that even their circulation system had to use a a torch to navigate through the veins. All this because of our school menu. White porridge for breakfast, maram for lunch, ugali escorted with cabbage for supper, and if the budget allows, R&B. The situation was so pathetic that those who passed near our school compound could be heard sympathizing with us melodically. Aishi, atumaini, ajitolea daima mpishi, hakika ya jikoni ni udhabiti wake, nyeusi ya makaa na nyekundu ni ya nyanya, kijani ni ya kunde, nyeupe ni ya kado. The lyrics of the song became a thorn in our brain that we had to confront our head teacher, Mr. Drosophila, carburetor, and air our issues over the unbalanced diet.
Wow, great performance. That oral narrative piece was such a great performance from that young man there. And once again, just like I said earlier, just like the spoken word, in oral narrative, same case, you have to have high level of confidence, high level of composure, and he gave us both. And also you could tell from the costumes that he had together with his fellow young members, they were very prepared. And also apart from the costumes, you can also see their backdrops, and it's a reflection of whatever he was trying to present or whatever information he had in his piece. And yeah, that was a great performance from him. And moving forward, we also had another item. We had a play. Let's take a look at what happened.
Because the last person to do that was Baba. Joey! 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 Machacha onwe asionwe. Aonwe asionwe. Forensic autopsy hoye. Clinical autopsy hoye. Sha shu sha. Sha shu sha.
This is now a public incident that elicits public interest.
I understand my voices.
Mr. Kumar, you are a professional medical youth graduate, correct?
Correct, madam.
What do the current handbooks on the National Coroner Service and National Terminology (CPT) say on the lateness of forensic autopsy?
Section 70 of 10
States
lateness to a forensic autopsy is punishable by a mandatory unpaid leave.
Then, Mr. Kumar, you have your answer. Take care of this pistol letter.
Take this time, my son, and reflect on what employment you want.
hand over the keys to the coroner.
Madam Chief Pathologist, I can explain. Sumi hii
What?
I mean, wacha niongee.
Speak.
I was late because of my daughter.
What about your daughter?
I was late because my daughter is dead.
Then, Mr. Kumar, we are very sorry.
You mean you have a grown-up daughter?
No. Yes, I did.
Then why didn't you speak up earlier?
I was overwhelmed with emotions.
But Mr. Kumar, laws were meant for man, and not man for law. Since your daughter is no more, the chief pathologist and I shall suspend all CPT handbook rules, and instead, my brother, jealousy is very difficult to find.
And I shall go straight to my church congregation and inform them of your daughter's demise.
I will also create an internal memo to my hospital staff to inform them of your loss.
You're the best employers to ever work. Let me go and mourn with my family.
Oh!
I say unto thee, verily I say unto thee, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to a house of feasting, for death is destiny, says the Lord.
Hey!
Now, Mr. Kumar, you can go home and be with your family.
Thank you.
Oh, and Mr. Kumar, I grant you a paid bereavement.
Thank you, madam.
The key.
Oh, the kiss.
Such a great performance from that team, and that item there was a play. And I'd like to commend them on how they present themselves in terms of how they project their voices. You can clearly tell what they're saying. They are very audible, and they've also learned how to get into character, because every character there had their role and they played it so well, because that was just a part of the play. And that was a good performance from them, and also how they were changing their emotions. From 1 minute they're having a normal conversation, the next minute one has to act like he's crying, like he's sad. So that was actually very well played from them, and also to commend them on their costumes and their backdrops. That was also a good job from that team. So our dear viewer, at this juncture, we'd like to take a short commercial break, and as we return, we'll get to take a look at other items that were presented there in the Archdiocese of Mombasa by the youth of the Catholic Church in Kenya. Do not touch that dial. We'll be right back. Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Family Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautanihat? It's true that human nature covers us.
So buckle up, because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV.
Welcome to St. Teresia Academy and Information Center, located in the serene hills of Kilungu, Makueni County, where every child's dream is nurtured, shaped, and brought to life. Whether you are looking for a mixed boarding school or a supportive environment for day scholars, St. Teresia Academy offers more than just education. We offer a second home from pre-primary, primary school, junior school to our dedicated girls' high school. We are more than just an institution. We are a family committed to nurturing every learner academically, spiritually, and personally. At St. Teresia Academy, our mission is clear: to provide quality education, parental care, and spiritual guidance in a well-managed environment, raising disciplined, talented, and high-performing students. In today's fast-changing world, we invest in ICT and science and co-curricular activities, active clubs and societies to develop leadership, creativity, and confidence. At the heart of our school is faith and religion, with regular spiritual formation and guidance and mentorship programs to shape values and strong character. Our vision: to be a center of academic excellence and character formation, a place where every learner is empowered to succeed. Join the St. Teresia family today. Call 0707 928 669 or email us at teresiaschool@gmail.com. St. Teresia Academy and Information Center. We are your dream come true.
Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Family Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautanihat? In true gentleman nature, kabasuas, agamepi, agatoto.
So buckle up because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV. Welcome back, our dear viewer, to our episode today, Family Faith. We had taken a short commercial break, but before that, we were just having a conversation on the National Youth Festivals that took place on 5th and 6th of December in the Archdiocese of Mombasa. And before we took a break, we were taking a look at the plays that were presented there, and right now we have a presentation from St. Francis of Assisi. Let's take a look at how their play was.
Surprise, my queen! Look what you have me. I've got it. Ever romantic husband has got it.
Alexander,
Yes?
please tell me that's a bouquet of money.
And Elizabeth, it is flowers.
Flowers?
Beautiful just the way you are.
Stop it, Aleki.
Yes.
Do you remember what I asked you for?
My love, affection, a husband who remembers the important dates like your mother on the Valentine's Day.
No, Alexander. I asked for money. No money, no honey. Otherwise, take back your flowers to wherever they came from.
What do women want? If I grow beard, they want big lips. And if I get big lips, they want a masculine body. And if I hit the gym, they want men. What do women really want? All that matters to you is money. Not my love, my efforts. Just how much I can spend on you.
Alexander, do you even love me?
Yes, I do, with every part of my body.
Well, then, if you do, sign the divorce paper.
No, I'm signing no divorce papers. I'm signing no divorce papers. I thought marriage was more than just money. I thought we are supposed to be a team.
Wow. Such great performance from that team from St. Francis of Assisi. And just like I said earlier in the previous play, same case here, the drama, these young people are able to show us the drama, they're able to get into character, and we are able to follow the story and get to understand what message they're trying to reach to the audience, and also how they dramatize it, how they project their voices. They are very audible. You get to hear every single character while they are speaking up, and also their costumes, their backdrops, very creative of them. Such a job well done. And also, if you are following our dear viewer, you could tell that they really had a very important message in that play. And the husband in that situation was just talking about how the wife is very materialistic, he does not know what else to do. And that is a very important message, because in his view, he feels like marriage is no longer important, or rather in the wife's view, he feels like the marriage is no longer important if there's no money or material involved. So that was a great message from that team from St. Francis. A job well done. Moving forward, we would like to move now from the plays and to the modern dance, and let's take a look at what was presented in that category. Isn't that a very wonderful performance, our dear viewer? The energy that these young people had in presenting that modern dance was very, very wonderful, very great. And also you could tell from their moves, they were very synchronized. None of them was moving in the opposite direction, or rather missing their moves. So that was a job well done from them. And also they were very creative in the art that was on their faces. If you take a closer look, you can tell they had the different paint underneath their eyes, which was also creative from them. You could also see their costumes. You had others that are dressed up like doctors. One is dressed up like a priest, and others had their casual outfits, which is so great from them. And also generally you could tell the audience was entertained. You could tell from their reaction, how they clapped, how they screamed for them. So that was a job well done, and they managed to entertain us. So congratulations to them. Now at this juncture, we are done with looking at all the presentations that were there, and those were just but a few. But at this point, I'd like for us to listen to the different message, the different parting shots that the youth that were present there had for the young people that were present in the festivals, and for those who had not managed to join them there in Mombasa. Let's take a look.
Kuna kila kitu kwa church. Yeah, kama hii safari mimi singefika, maybe singefika Mombasa kama si kanisa.
How about you as a I will just say the same as Faith. You should come to church because God is everything, manze. Mungu ni kila kitu. Tunatembea kwa ajili ya Yesu.
I think.
Okay, so I'd like the target audience, maybe for those people who do not like to come to church or are not really into church. It's a very beautiful community. It's a very beautiful environment where you get to meet people who are like-minded, especially youth members, and it's just an enriching environment when you find the right crowd. Yeah, so that's what I want.
Thank you so much. Yeah. How about you?
Well, all I can tell the youths at home, Gen Zs are for Christ. Yeah. Yes.
The youth watching, you should try as much as possible to participate in church activities. It takes us far and wide. It helps us to see how other youths are evangelizing together, because we are all serving one God. And people have talent. People have come from far to showcase their talent. So don't stay at home. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. How about you?
One thing I should say, Gen Z should be for Christ because it's fun and you grow spiritually more. Yeah.
Wow, such impactful message from those young people from different parishes. But as you could tell, they had one message in common. Gen Zs are for Christ, which was very important to tell the young people that were present there. And also, most of them, you could hear them say, in as much as those were festivals, they were for... Don't look at it as competition, rather look at it as we are all here to evangelize and spread the word of the Lord, which was very, very nice coming from them, and also how they emphasize that being in church is the greatest decision any young person could make, because you get a good community, you get people who surround you with love, surround you with peace, and surround you with good company. Now, at this point, that was all we had for you from the activities that took place in Shanzu Teachers Training College in Mombasa. And our dear viewers, those were just but snippets of some of the categories, some of the presentations that were there. We'll get to take a look at the other activities, other presentations that were there. But at this point, maybe we could read feedback that we are getting. We have Joseph, who says he's watching from Thika and he's enjoying the show, and he says that was a job well done from the youth there in Mombasa. We also have Jael Diana, who also says she's watching from Nairobi and says the young people are really talented and they have great potential. We also have Rafa, who says she's watching also from Nairobi. And also finally we have Fifi Emush, who also says she's following. Now, our dear viewer, that was all we had for you here at Formni Faith Show with me, your host Susan Bulemi. And just to congratulate the young people once again, they did quite a good job in the Archdiocese of Mombasa, and it was encouraging to see that a lot of young people have got talents, and it's also more encouraging to see that the church is providing platform and is providing the young people with space to be able to, you know, express themselves, showcase their talents, show us the capabilities that they have, which is very great coming from the Catholic Church. And that was all here today. Until next time, next week, same time, same place. I'm your host, Susan Bulemi. Have a blessed week ahead. Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Formni Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautanihurt? It's true that human nature covers us,
So buckle up, because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Formni Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV.